Good morning! I hope you're having a good day. Before I dive right into a 24-hour readathon, I thought I should dip my toes in a little bit, see how much I can read in an entire weekend when I have it off. I read Love Theoretically on my Kobo and Tomie. I'll also be timing myself so I can see how much I actually read the entire weekend. I hope you enjoy. Roll the clip! All right, I am 12% in to Love Theoretically, and so far, I'm actually really liking it. I'm not usually a contemporary romance girly, but because I've been reading so much fantasy, I needed just something different. Elsie is a theoretical physicist whose day job is to be like a fake girlfriend for hire. And she's been the fake girlfriend for Greg a couple times, but Greg's older brother, Jack, is like, I think I see like right through her. That's what she thinks anyways. He's always staring at her all judgy like with his arms crossed because he's so tall and big, and you know, it's so funny when authors describe like all these tall men. They describe them so tall and I'm like, are they like 8 feet tall or something? But in reality they're probably like 6'3" or something like that. Anyways, they hate each other for some reason. They've only met twice. Well, like 3 times, I think. And I know this book is described as enemies to lovers, but at this point I'm like, why? They hate each other, but why? But now, I'm starting to get it. I understand. So Elsie has this job interview to work at MIT, and she goes through this whole backstory about how theoretical physicists and experimental physicists hate each other. They're always button heads, there's bad blood, and it's just gotten even worse because this experimental physicist wrote an article to make theoretical physicists look like idiots. And turns out that's the guy who she has to win over to get this job. And turns out it's Jack. So now I get why this is gonna be an enemies to lovers. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm confused about. How did she not know what this guy looked like? Because she goes in about how much she hates him, and she hated what he did to the theoretical homies. But how did she not know what he looked like? I hope we get that answered. So we're getting diabetic representation. Elsie loves Twilight, which is awesome. I loved Twilight in middle school. But the thing that booktubers aren't talking about, at least the ones I've watched who have loved this book, they're like, diabetic representation, amazing. Yes. Elsie loves Twilight. Yes. But Elsie also loves Lord of the Rings. I love this girl. So I'm excited to see if this lives up to the hype. I'm going to continue reading and I will update once I'm further through. Dude, my heart rate got up to 100 reading that. Holy shit, the tension. The tension. I'm at 41%, by the way. What were my notes? The way he talks about her. So I don't like it when the love interests don't communicate with each other. And that kind of happened, but it made sense why she couldn't communicate things to him. I was perfectly okay with that. Also, we did get the question answered of why she didn't know what he looked like. She mentioned it when she was originally like ranting about the theorists and the experimentalists hating each other. because she was boycotting them. But then her friend actually asked, like, you didn't know what he looked like? And she's like, well, I was boycotting. And I was like, okay, sure, I will accept that. Good shit so far. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, currently at 64%, I am kicking my little feet, guys. Kicking my little feet. Jack is just trying to get her to communicate. Speak your mind, Elsie. It reminds me of that, the Notebook meme. Just tell me what you want. I can't, it's not that easy. And I relate. Sometimes I still do, have the really bad habit of just not saying what I want. I could be asked the simplest question and I will try to find the answer that the other person is wanting. But I need to just shut up, stop overthinking. I mean, they asked me for a reason. Elsie, you were asked for a reason. What do you want? And I feel that. I made ramen. Okay, something about me. When I'm at home, I have one bowl that I eat ramen out of. If this offends you, I'm sorry. But I can't eat ramen out of anything else. It's so easy to hold. Why would I use a bowl when I could use this? Yeah. I'm really, really enjoying this. Okay, it's officially been almost at 24, 12 hours. It's 11:12 right now, and I've just been reading this book all day. But I've spent 8 hours and 16 minutes reading. How I have spent 4 hours distracted, I don't know. And I doubt tomorrow is going to be any better. Yeah, I'm interested to see where this is going. It hasn't been as predictable as a lot of contemporary romances are. I haven't read a lot. I don't know, maybe like 2 off the top of my head. But those were predictable. They all have like the same formula. But I really don't know where this one's gonna go. With the romance maybe, yeah, but like with the main character, like her journey. It's not as predictable as I expected it to be, which is nice. That's a breath of fresh air. So it says I have 4 hours left of this to go. I will not be able to stay up that late. I'll definitely be able to finish it tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to enjoy my book and my ramen. I'll update you maybe tomorrow. That's always a thing with romances. You spend over half the book with the tension and you're just wanting them to get together. And then they get together, but you know what's gonna happen next. There's gonna be some sort of miscommunication, which is the worst, or one of them is withholding information, so they break up. In fantasy, that doesn't bother me as much. I'm not sure why. But in contemporary romance, why does it bother me even more? And I think I know what's gonna happen next, and if I'm right, I'll say I'm right. I get where both of them are coming from, but I'm on one of their sides a bit more. But they both made good points. I'm about 90% through, so we'll see what happens. It's been a good time up until now. Well, I'm 90% through. I'll let you know if I'm right about my prediction. I have an hour to go. I'll talk to you in an hour. Okay, cute. I finished it. Cute. Yes. Okay, a few things. At about the 80% point, of course, there's some tropes that I'm not a fan of, but it got better. What I thought was going to happen happened. I mean, it was just a logical step, I guess. It's not like any crazy prediction. But I gotta say, I started to become okay with the breakup, or like the separation, whatever. It was important for Elsie to explore this new side of her, of actually being herself. She was able to actually become independent, be her own individual, which I really appreciated. I think that was really important. And they both learned things about themselves. Overall, that was definitely one of the better contemporary romances. And I'm excited to read more of Ali Hazelwood's books. I have Bride on hold, so hopefully I get that soon. What would I rate this? For a while, I'm like 5 stars. 5 stars, this is great. I'm having so much fun. I don't know how picky I want to be. There was the stereotypical, like, romance formula, kind of. But it was handled better the more I read through it. Maybe I still give it 5 stars. Yeah. Because if it's not 5 stars, I'd probably do like 4.75. But I had so much fun reading it. There wasn't one moment where I'm like, I kind of want to read something else right now. No, I was invested. 5 stars. I'm gonna go figure out what else to read. That took 12 and a half hours. So I'm gonna keep going. I still have all day. I still have most of the day. I will update you soon. Okay, it is time to finish Tomie. And that's how you say it. I just learned that the other day. I heard Tomie for the longest time, and then out of nowhere, I heard 2 people say Tomie. And I'm like, oh, is that how you say it? Yeah, that is how you say it. I looked it up. But now I know, and in case you didn't know, now you know. So I'm gonna finish this. I'm already through it a little bit. I've been reading some here and there for, oh my god, it's off and on for months. I need a palate cleanser, a weird palate cleanser. I'm gonna finish Tomie. Update later. She has an origin story. She's a very beautiful woman who seduces men and then unalives them. But some of them, she drives so crazy that they unalive her. But she always comes back to life to hunt other men.
She's got more respawn tokens.
Yeah, so in this one, she got rid of some girl that this guy always paints, and she's like, I'm the prettiest. You will never find a prettier model than me. So now he's gonna paint her, and I'm assuming go crazy. Actually, here's what the painting turns out, because we got a little prologue of this story. That's Tomie. Now you know.
She didn't look that hot to me.
No, well, that's her true self.
Oh, she's a gold digger.
Yep. I did it. It was a good weekend. 2 really good books. I spent 15 hours reading over 2 days. Not bad. What rating would I give this? No, I like weird shit. I like creepy shit. This was messed up, but I loved it. 5 stars. Whatever. Sure. It was a cool little wrap up to this too. I really enjoyed it. My favorite chapter was hair. There was one part in it where I'm like, nope. If you've read this, do you have a favorite chapter? Let me know down in the comments. All right, cut to outro Tesla. Hey, outro Tesla here. Let me know in the comments if you've read either of these and what you thought of them. And if you made it this far, I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun filming this and editing it, so I'll definitely be doing this again. Also, because practice makes perfect. I spent 10 hours reading on Saturday, and then the last 5 on Sunday. I only have to read 9 more hours if I want to do a 24-hour readathon. Easy, right? Maybe work on not getting distracted so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.